Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video until the end, because if you don't, you will be automatically disqualified from the giveaway. We will be sharing the random hashtag keyword daily somewhere in the video, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck! Now let's proceed with the latest Iraqi Dinar news and intel today. Please take these pieces of information with a grain of salt, and please make sure to do your own due diligence. From Newshound Guru Militiaman, Iraq has increased its non-oil revenues from 7% to 12% from 2023 to 2024 and expected to reach 20% by 2026. That may be shy of what we see, as there has been significant increases in the Asakuda world system that rose 250% between January 2024 through May 2024 over 2023. Iraq is on the way to reduce oil dependency. There is becoming more and more production of natural gas, expansion of agriculture and minerals that are playing a role in reducing the heavily weighted oil economy. From Newshound/Intel Guru Mountain Goat article, Parliamentary Finance, no intention to send budget tables, spending proceeds according to the 1/12 mechanism. Iraq is never going to publish the budget schedules under Article 12 of Budget for 2025. This is not something we all should be expecting and looking for to gauge RV timing. The new RV rate is not in the budget. They are not holding up showing the Article 12 schedules because of an RV. From Intel Guru Bruce via Wiser Now, there are certain individuals that had put out information saying that the banks will be able to give you $10 on the dinar. Well, that's very possible. But would you like to be able to get 9 times that at the redemption center with the contract rate? That's why I don't talk about going to the banks. I talk about going to the redemption centers because they're going to stick with everything you need. You're not going to get a contract rate on the dinar at the bank. The point is the banks are fine, but you're not going to get the deal. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK, article, Al-Harki, the oil agreement between Baghdad and Erbil is a step towards the approval of the oil and gas law. We have been told over and over again that the oil and gas law is the key. We have a clear, steady step in that direction. Many are thinking that this agreement should give us the oil and gas law very quickly. From Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report from Firefly. Saleh is on TV saying Iraq is in a stable and safe financial situation. Regardless of what you're seeing around us, even all that's going on outside of our borders, we have stability. From Frank. Security and stability was born, now let it walk. From Newshound Guru Clare, article, Washington hands Baghdad a sanctions list that includes K-card and prominent figures. Quote, new list of sanctions is a direct warning to the Iraqi government regarding its continued dealings with entities that Washington considers to be involved in illegal activities, placing Baghdad before difficult choices between protecting its financial and economic interests and complying with international pressures and directives. From Newshound Guru Pimpy, there is a push to go ahead and make the Iraqi dinar a free-floating currency. This is good news because you cannot be on a forex unless it's floating. However, significant reservations exist regarding a full float. It does rely too much on oil. That's one of the issues that's really holding up the Iraqi dinar revaluation. From Newshound, Intel Guru, FNU, LNU, we are nowhere near an RV, but I believe we will see it one day soon. From Intel Guru, Frank26. Question: the rate exposed after lockout, will that be just for Iraqi citizens on Forex? No, the whole world will see it instantly. The moment the CBI releases it, everybody will. From Newshound, Intel Guru, Walkingstick. Iraqi banking friend Aki update from Walkingstick. Question: why the delay? Why in the world has it taken so long this year? From Aki. Many of the politics in our country. You can also say it's part of our economic issues, but those can be resolved with the new exchange rate. It's mainly the political side because our Prime Minister wanted to be kept silent. He says he wants to keep the exchange rate secret because he's trying to keep it away from Parliament. From Newshound Guru Clare. Article: Al-Ahli of Iraq signs a strategic agreement with the Ministry of Finance to activate the Sovereign Guarantees Program. Quote, this agreement aims to enable Iraqi banks to contribute to providing long-term credit facilities for national projects through guarantees. This will help reduce financing risks and encourage the private sector and local and international investors to enter the Iraqi market with greater confidence. This step aims to diversify sources of income, boost non-oil revenues, and enable the banking sector to play a greater role in supporting sustainable development and achieving the national economic vision. Before ending with the last updates, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is directives. Comment below if you think we are close to the revaluation or the reinstatement of the dinar. You can be the lucky winner if you like, subscribe, and watch the main content of this video. This will be for this coming Sunday's giveaway, and the winner will be announced in one of the Sunday's videos, so you do not want to miss it. From Intel Newshound Guru MarkZ via PDK. Question: if the dinar floats, does the price change hourly or once a day? They made it clear that they will not free float like Kuwait. I was told the most they would allow it to float is 20% over a year, but it is fixed to a currency basket, so it wouldn't float the same way. From Newshound Guru Pimpy. People ask me all the time, what do you think, Pimpy, about the value of the Iraqi dinar? I see it going up in increments. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. That's just my opinion. But that's if it remains a fixed exchange rate. It's a total different ballgame if they go ahead and end up free-floating the currency and it ends up on the Forex. That's a whole other ballgame altogether. And finally, the last update is from Intel Guru Frank26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report. From Firefly. Iraq gave a great report in the CBI for Q1 about how they have inflation under control. From Frank, they have everything you can think of in order to lift the value of their currency. They have everything in place for it. Now let's shift into the final analysis. Before I dive in, let me just say this. If you're feeling like this RV journey is starting to feel like a loop, like we're living in one long financial rerun, I get it. But here's the truth. Behind all the noise, Iraq is laying serious groundwork. It's like watching a complex chess game where every piece is moving into place, slowly, quietly, and strategically. So if you're not already subscribed, now's the time. This thing isn't random, it's deliberate. And you don't want to wake up one morning realizing the switch already flipped. Stick around, I've got some things to unpack here. Now let's talk about what really stood out in today's Intel drops. One of the most intriguing updates for me comes from Walkingstick, whose banking source, Aki, gave us a powerful insight. The delay in announcing the rate isn't just about economics, it's political. According to Aki, Prime Minister Sudani wants the exchange rate to stay silent, deliberately keeping it away from Parliament. That tells us something huge. This rate could already be decided, or at the very least, penciled in and protected. Why keep it so quiet? Because they don't want the media, speculators, or political factions front-running the process. Then there's Militiaman's update, and I've got to say, this one is exciting. Iraq's non-oil revenue rose from 7% to 12% year over year, and they're aiming for 20% by 2026. That's not a small bump. It's a fundamental shift away from oil dependency. Combine that with the 250% growth in Asakuda customs revenue between January and May 2024, and you can see Iraq is building the kind of economic stability that the IMF looks for before greenlighting major monetary policy changes. We're not just hoping for reforms, we're seeing them. Now, let's revisit the Mountain Goat update because it sparked some real conversation. She argues that we shouldn't expect the RV rate to show up in the published budget tables, and that the 112 spending mechanism for 2025 is in full effect. And that's true. Parliament has clearly stated there's no intention to release the budget schedules anytime soon. But let's not misinterpret that as bad news. In fact, I'd say it supports the idea that the rate is being concealed intentionally. Here's why. If they were to publish those tables with a new rate baked in, they'd basically be announcing the RV before the central bank is ready. That would cause unnecessary speculation, panic, or manipulation. By keeping the rate confidential, possibly hidden under Article 2.2c or other protected clauses. Iraq can control exactly when and how the rate is revealed. And yes, the Ministry of Finance and PM Sudani likely already know the rate or the general timing window, even if Parliament doesn't. That level of coordination between the CBI, PM, and IMF, it's not just smart, it's essential. Now let's get into the debate between a free float versus a fixed or managed float, because that came up in both MarkZ's and Pimpy's takes. Pimpy noted that if Iraq stays on a fixed rate, we'll likely see gradual increases, maybe incremental steps as reforms allow. That's cautious and grounded. But he also acknowledged the elephant in the room. If Iraq goes to a free-floating currency on Forex, everything changes. That would allow the market to determine the IQD's value based on demand and fundamentals. It's risky, yes, especially in an oil-dependent economy, but it opens the door to rapid appreciation and global integration. Now here's where MarkZ's update adds nuance. He was told that Iraq won't free float like Kuwait and instead may allow the dinar to float only up to 20% per year, pegged to a currency basket rather than just the US dollar. That makes a lot of sense. A currency basket provides flexibility while reducing exposure to USD swings. And a capped float? That's a smart way to manage volatility without freezing the dinar in place. This aligns with IMF Article 8 compliance and gives Iraq room to grow safely. So here's my take. Iraq could absolutely choose to go with a managed float, not a wild free-for-all, but not locked down either. That middle ground could be exactly what they need, enough to integrate with the world, but still retain control. Bringing it all together, Iraq's recent moves from the political silence on the rate, to rising non-oil revenues, to cautious float strategies, to the strategic delay in budget publication, tell us they're not just reacting, they're executing a calculated plan. They're aligning the CBI, Parliament, international stakeholders, and banking infrastructure to be ready for something big. And let's not forget the broader signals. Oil and gas law progress, sovereign guarantees, digital banking expansion, and tighter IMF compliance. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and how Iraq wants to roll this out. Can it happen anytime now? Yes. The indicators are there. It could be tomorrow or 6 months from now. Worst case scenario? Maybe a year. But that would come with political and economic risks Iraq doesn't want to take. They've done too much already to let momentum slip. So if you're tired of the waiting game, I get it. But don't confuse silence with inaction. What we're seeing now, this level of coordination, secrecy, and reform, is exactly how a country positions itself for a massive monetary shift. That's my final take. Stay sharp and stay tuned. That's all for the latest updates on the Iraq dinar. What are your thoughts of all the articles or news coming from Iraq and opinions from these intel providers? Furthermore, we posted a breaking analysis the other day. Iraq just made a major move toward joining the World Trade Organization by completing comprehensive technical responses, an essential step that signals a shift toward full international integration. While this might seem like a routine headline, it's actually one of the strongest signs that Iraq could be preparing to move off the program rate and take the dinar global. In this video, I broke down how this development ties directly into the RVRI process, how it connects with IMF Article 8 compliance, and why this moment could indicate the beginning of the end for the 1300 rate. If you've been watching for the clues and waiting for confirmation that Iraq is ready, this is the update you don't want to overlook. Most people will miss the significance until it's too late. Lastly, we will continue to post videos about the recent events and articles supporting the changes taking place in Iraq, so you don't want to miss them. Also, don't forget, please drop a comment below with hashtag and the keyword, and let us know what you think. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next one.